From business news, it's time for us to learn some proper English pronunciations. So let me bring in Willice, the word master, joining us live from Kisumu County. Willice, it's great to see you. We've been having so much fun here in studio. I don't know if you've been enjoying the music from Kisumu.
Yes.
And you look really bright tonight.
That was great, Betty. In the first place, I'm fine, and thank you for asking. And the music from the studio in Nairobi, Betty, that was, thumbs up. And in fact, going with what you had to take us through, I think that's something wonderful that I've had for tonight.
I don't know if you could hold yourself. I couldn't hold myself. I just had to kind of shake this old body.
There is something that you may not know about Willice, Betty. When it comes to music, I just love music, and I can't hide that, Betty.
Okay, right. So let's start with the word on the street, Willice, as we continue to look at some of these other words that give us trouble. Let's start with word on the streets.
Them. Them.
Dim. Dim. Dim.
Them. 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 Them.
Time, time, time.
Time. Time. Time.
Dim, dim.
Tim. Time. Time. Time.
Team.
Well, Willice, that's why it's Friday briefing, this is why we do this. So me, I have had theme, theme. So
Yes.
how do we pronounce this word correctly, Willice?
There is a lot of theme, there is time, dime,
ting,
and all
I've
that.
had
But
ting.
there are those people who have got it right tonight.
Yeah.
We say time. If I had some lady right, she said time. And that is the correct or acceptable pronunciation of that word, Betty. That H is silent, just like in the word Thomas or Esther, or those names.
Okay.
Esther, Thomas. We also say time. This one refers to, a plant with those small leaves. And the small leaves have that sweet smell.
Yes.
And, some people use it in cooking as a herb. So we say time.
All right.
Time. A bit tricky.
And not dim. All right. Thank you very much, Willice, for that. We move on to another.
And all that, no.
Willice. So moving on to this other word, I'll spell this one out because I'm not even sure. So it's SUCCINT. I've seen also somebody on Twitter, I can't remember the name, asking about it. How do we go about this one, Willice?
Oh, that is for concise.
Yes.
You say succinct. Succinct. Like a succinct explanation. That is concise. So you don't say succinct. And Betty, remember, there are people who also find themselves saying accent when they mean accent. Accent, not accent.
Okay.
Succinct, not succinct. Succinct, not succinct. So that is the correct pronunciation of that word, Betty.
Wait, Willice, you've lost me. So it's succinct. Yeah?
Succinct. Succinct.
Succinct. Okay.
Can you say that? That is it, Betty.
Succinct. Okay, Willice. Let me not even try again. I'm good. I'm good with that.
It happens, as I always say, because, certain words, you may even say it with confidence only to realize that that is the wrong way to pronounce it, Betty. That's why I always tell people, don't belittle or laugh at somebody who has gotten a pronunciation, who has got a pronunciation wrong.
Yes.
So, because nobody, not even Willice, can be perfect when it comes to languages.
All right. Willice, and it's very important you mentioned that because last week, remember, you corrected me when I said hitch. And going on my Twitter, some people are just laughing at me. Yet we are here to learn, So
No, we are here to learn, Betty. Listening to you speak English, I have always said this. you speak some good, in fact, wonderful English. But not even Willice can know everything in English or any other language, not even your mother tongue, Betty.
No. Yeah, I agree, Willice. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for putting that out there. Very important as we learn. Moving on to this other word, Willice. Do we say physiotherapy, physiotherapy? How do we say about that one? Is it therapy, therapy?
Yes, letter S takes the voiced sound. That is the sound that is produced with the vibration of the vocal cords. So you say Z, physio, not physio.
Okay.
Physiotherapy. Physiotherapy. That is the trick. We also say physics, not physics. Physio, not physio. So that S should not be used. We say Z, physiotherapy.
All right, Willice, thank you for that. So it's physics and physiotherapy, not physiotherapy. Willice, moving on to the next word.
Physics, physiotherapy.
Okay, all right. I thought you were going to correct me, but it's fine. Moving on to the next word, Willice.
No.
Abrasive or abrasive? How do we say that one correctly?
Yes. You say abrasive. That letter A, that is the second one, takes the sound A. That is its name. You say abrasive. Abrasive. Now, that name or its name becomes the sound in that case. That is a sound value, A. Abrasive.
Abrasive. All right, moving on swiftly.
Yes.
Do we say to savor or to savor a delicious taste or to savor?
Savor. To savor, not to savor. Savor is S-E-R-V-E-R, savor. Savor. But S-A-V-O-U-R, you say savor, to savor.
To savor. Wow, Willice, tonight, you know, this English tonight
just like
is sounding a bit complex.
S-A-V-E-R.
S-A-V-E-R. Okay. Okay, got it, Willice.
Yes, savor. Money, savor.
Okay.
And then this S-A-V-O-U-R, also savor. Such words are called homophones, Betty.
Yeah, and they can confuse you most of the times, Willice. Moving on to the next word.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Do you say voyage, voyage, voyage? How do we go about that one?
Betty, this word is common, or it's frequently used, but what people say is normally inaccurate in most cases, but not all people. That word, you have voyage. You say voyage, not voyage.
Oh,
voyage,
wow.
No. You say voyage, voyage. So that is the tricky part of that word, because when we see Y-A-G-E, you find yourself saying yage or yage, which is not the case. This one, you have it as a look-say word. You say voyage, voyage. If you follow the spelling very closely, you will find yourself making a mistake. Just like I talked about cupboard, cupboard. When you follow the spelling very closely, what you'll realize or what you'll end up with is cupboard, cupboard, which is not the pronunciation. The pronunciation is cupboard, cupboard.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one is voyage, voyage.
So, Willis, wait. So it's voyage, like yage, like yage.
Voyage. Don't use the consonant sound ye for yes. You go for e, voyage, voyage.
Voyage. Voyage, right?
Voyage, that way, Betty.
What?
No, voyage. Let it flow. Voyage. Very tricky. Voyage. That is why I always say sometimes, let English be English.
What?
We have to learn.
And tonight it's sounding...
sometimes there are certain things that unlearning becomes a problem, Betty.
It's a very big problem, especially with that word, Willis. Today's, some words you're talking about sound scientific. It's like they were brewed in the laboratory or laboratory.
You say laboratory, not laboratory. There are people who say laboratory, but you say laboratory.
Okay, Willis. Let me come back to my list because it seems like I'm going south with all the pronunciations. Moving on to the other word. Do we say antenatal or antenatal?
Antenatal, the way you said it in the first place.
Okay.
Antenatal, not antenatal. Antenatal, no. You say antenatal.
That's funny, Willis, antenatal.
Yes.
But I know there are people who say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are
Willis.
people who may end up saying that, English is a foreign language.
Yes,
and
it
sometimes
is.
if you don't understand the phonology properly, you may end up making a mistake. But I always say it is nobody's wish to make a mistake in terms of pronunciation of a foreign language, Betty.
That's true, Willis. That's true. Moving on to this other word, Willis. Do we say prelude, prelude, prelude? How do we go about that
You
one?
say prelude.
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 Okay.
Prelude. We don't say prelude, just like we talk of refuge. Refuge, not refuge.
Okay.
Deluge. Deluge,
Alright.
not deluge.
Okay.
So this one is prelude.
Prelude. Thank you, Willis, for that. The next word
Yes.
is, do we say essential? Because that's how I know this word to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Do we say essential, like essential? Oh,
You
no?
say E.
Oh.
Essential.
Okay.
Essential. Letter E takes the short or pure vowel sound E. So you don't say essential, you say essential. Essential. It's essential for us to do this and this and that.
Okay. Wow. Willis, today, you're just giving us shockers and shockers. We don't even have enough shock absorbers for
Some of these
for
words
some of
are
these
common, Betty. They are simple, but they can be tricky.
They can be very
I know.
tricky.
I understand the situation, Betty, sometimes.
the situation even. Moving on to the next word, Willis. This one is from
Yes.
Jane Mutua of Makueni. She's asking about reservist. Reservist, how do we say that one? R-E-S-E-R-V-I-S-T.
That is the way, Betty. You say reservist.
Okay.
Reservist.
All right. At least I'm not badly
Reservist.
off.
Betty, the
Willis.
tricky thing about that word is reservist. Vist is as if we have the long vowel sound E. You say vist.
Vist.
Just like list.
List.
Wrist. Reservist.
Reservist.
Reservist, not reservist. There are people even who find themselves saying reservist. No. And sometimes with some, they say it in a unique way. And that is why I sometimes say it's better to be accurate instead
Yeah.
of being unique or what
Unique.
you call a swag.
Swag. Okay, so no swag in proper pronunciations, Willis. We said the right thing. All right, Willis, any other words that you have, including our
Yes.
surprise word for tonight?
Well, I think since the viewers are really waiting, those who have sent questions, Agnes Nyakio. Betty, by the way, the name Nyakio, if I'm not wrong, it means a hard-working person. So this lady Agnes must be a very hard-working lady.
I hope so.
Or a wonderful lady for that matter. We say chivalry. Chivalry, not chivalry, not chivalry, chivalry.
Chivalry.
Then Norman Makoha, you say cement. Cement. Most of us say cement or cement, but it's cement. Then we have cemetery.
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 All right.
Norman Makoha, I hope you have got that. Jeff Oduol, we say were for W-E-R-E. W-E-R-E, you say were. We were attacked by thugs. We were attacked by thugs. But don't say where. Where is for W-H-E-R-E. Where are you going?
Okay.
But W-E-R-E, were.
Were.
They were attacked by thugs. Mary Wamboi and Wanja Rahab, I think these are lovers of Friday Briefing and Mind Your Language. Thank you so much, our dear sisters.
Thank you.
Tobias Sunkuli of Narok, you say international. International. We have nation, but when we have that change of that word for grammatical function, we now say national, and you also go ahead to say international, not international, not national, but we say nation. Tobias Sunkuli of Narok, I hope you have caught that or you've got that. Mumbi Lilianita, you say meme, M-E-M-E. This is a very popular word, Betty.
Oh, yes.
Meme, because in certain communities, you talk of meme as a name, but it's meme.
Meme.
Karaoke James, you say secateurs. Secateurs, not secateurs. Then Jackson Ongoro, this is a very tough lover of English. In fact, accurate English pronunciations. He's a tough guy, Betty, and we have to recognize him from KTN also because we love those who love English and anything KTN for that matter.
For sure.
So Jackson Ongoro, Sami Mwada, and Moha Funky, as well as the man from Kibungo, Rwanda, Roger Habimana. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for loving the program. Stephen Odhiambo, you say Kuwait, Kuwait, and finish.
All right.
And I think your questions are a bit funny, but for learning, you just catch it.
Okay.
Kuwait for both and finish. Finish for both.
All right.
Then Priska Kendi, diarrhea. Diarrhea, not diarrhea. Many people say diarrhea, you say diarrhea. Then Omba Juma Bandu, you say tribunal. Tribunal, not tribunal, not tribunal.
Okay.
In fact, many people say tribunal,
Yes.
but it's tri.
Tribunal.
And Betty, we say tyranny, not tyranny. Tyranny, no.
Wow.
Tyranny.
Okay.
But you realize we always find ourselves saying tyranny of numbers and all that. So it's tyranny.
Tyranny
then
of numbers.
Our surprise word for tonight, Betty.
Yes, yes.
Yes, tyranny, not tyranny. But the person is a tyrant.
Tyrant.
So when we come to our surprise word for tonight, many people say hypocrite. Hypocrite, which is inaccurate for this word. You say
sure.
hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
Hypocrite. And we also say lyrics. Lyrics, not lyrics. Lyrics may sound unique, but the accurate pronunciation is lyrics. And also synod. Synod, not synod. Sycophant, not sycophant. I know sycophant may be sounding unique
Yes,
or
very
strange to
strange.
some people, but that is the correct pronunciation of that word.
All right.
Sycophant,
Sycophant.
synod, system, lyrics, not lyrics. Anyway, now
Anyway.
the final part of it, Betty.
Yes.
The confusing words. We have sailor, sailor. With that, glide, what I always, call diphthong. That is a dual vowel glide. A, sailor,
Sailor.
for the upper word, a sailor.
Sailor.
But the lower word, or the word below, you say sailor,
Sailor.
with the short or pure sound e.
All right.
Sailor.
Sailor.
And sailor. Just
All right.
like paper. Bet you remember paper and pepper.
Yes. Yes, I do remember, Willis.
Paper, karatasi, pepper,
Yes.
pili-pili.
I remember.
We have to get them right.
We have to. Willis, thank
That's
you.
about it for tonight,
Wow.
Betty from Kisumu.
Hey, Willis, today you've taken us on a roller coaster ride. I hope it's pronounced that way. Roller coaster ride.
No, the ride, roller coaster. But, when the ride is good and the ride is educative, it may go on and on and on. But we have to stop it at that, Betty. And they should remember at Willice Ochieng 1 on Twitter.
At
Willice Ochieng 1.
At Willice Ochieng 1. Thank you very much, Willis. Well, today it's been crazy, but thank you very much. You've learned quite a lot, and we've made a few mistakes, but you've corrected them for us. So Willis, the word master, is always here on Friday briefing every Friday, but you can also tweet him at Willice Ochieng 1, and you can ask him all the questions you have in regards or with regard to pronunciation, not anything else. Thank you very much, Willis. There, we'll see you soon, Willis. As you know, I'm taking a break, but you'll be in good hands with Joy Doreen Bira.
Not anything else.
Yes. All right. All right.